Not gonna use VPilot. Alright. I think that's all the apps I need. You see, this should be working.
Audio test complete.
Alright. That's the one thing I want to change. Flows. I think everything is all good. Is this working? We are connected. There's a lot of planes here. Alright, hello everyone. I am fairly excited for this flight. A couple of reasons. Because I did some tweaking and I got the AI traffic to work, and so it looks really good. And we're in Innsbruck today. We're going to do a flight over to London Gatwick, so we're over in the Europe area, and yeah, it should be a good flight. And we'll see if we'll do the return leg back to Innsbruck because it's such a fun approach in here. So, beautiful airport. You see, we're surrounded by these towering mountains, and it makes it a challenging departure and approach. Wow, there it is. And yeah, so it'll be fun. So, and then I also did some researching and some tweaking as well. So hopefully this will also be a test to see if the airport's going to disappear when we get to our arrival over in London. So let's see if this works. And we're making some advancements with Microsoft 2024. That's it. So let's walk over to the plane. We actually don't have much time to set things up, so we got to get the move on. We depart here at 16:30. It is currently 1600, so we got to get going. We'll go ahead and get into the airport here. Run a little behind. Let's start setting up. Let's just cheat a little bit. Get our first officer going. Let's start setting up. Let's start setting up. Oh my gosh. I can't tell which one's for 2020, 2024. Let's start setting up. There's always something that happens, man, I promise you. Cockpit preparation checklist.
Gear pins and covers.
Okay. Cancel checklist.
Roger.
Let's start setting up. Let's start setting up. Alright, I'm just gonna press the button. Okay. Alright, cool. Now that we got that over with, let's go ahead and get through TSA here. Let's go ahead and skip the line here. Excuse me. Gotta get to my airplane. And here we are. We are the Austrian A321 here to the right. Go ahead and scan in. Okay, there we go. Go ahead and watch our step here as we cross the road. And here we are. Pinzgau. Looks like our first officer is on deck. Hope he turned on this external power. Hey Daniel, welcome. You came in just in time. We just started. We're in Innsbruck. We're using the new simulator. I did some tweaking, so hopefully everything is working as it should. Did some settings and adjustments and whatnot, so. Oh no. Looks like we do have a problem though. Let's start setting up.
Roger.
Okay. Maybe because I wasn't in the aircraft, it wasn't recognizing it. Is he gonna turn on the power or no? There we go. Okay. For some reason, they always think I want it in European measurements. Alright, we are leaving in 26 minutes. While the airplane gets set up, let's go do a run-up, or excuse me, a pre-flight real quick. Excuse me. Why is the door closed? They actually simulate that the door is really heavy. Okay. There we go. Hello, sir. How you doing? Let's take a look real quick, see how things are working out here. Actually, before I do that, let me go ahead and start the loading of this plane because it's going to take a while. We might be a little delayed here. Alright, let's try that again. Why? I do like this feature, just like being able to get up and walk around. Alright. Let's check our gear. We're looking pretty good here. Looks like our fuel truck has just got here. Do a quick little walk around, doesn't have to be perfect. Radar dome's looking good. See our first officers up there working. And everything's looking pretty good. Let me go ahead and get these doors open so ground crew can have a better. There we go. Engine number 2 is looking good. We can go ahead and actually move the fan blades. They're all looking pretty good. They do look dirty though, but they'll be fine for today's flight. Check our doors, make sure they're all nice and closed there. Check the back of the engine here. Gotta watch our walk in here because there is a lot of vehicles moving. You don't want to get hit by the trucks. And they got our gallons, our fuel going through. Beautiful Innsbruck. Yeah, I would definitely love to do the return flight back because the approach is really, really nice. We'll see how the departure is. I never departed out of here before, so. How's your guys' morning going so far? Nice Saturday, right? A little laggy whenever I walk outside here, but I think inside the flight deck is a little better. Excellent. All right. That's good. Sir, go ahead. All right. Let's run through this flow here. A little bit here. Oxygen supply. Alright, probes, window heat, and anti-ice can stay off at the moment. And we'll go ahead and I think we'll go ahead and get our, we'll do that later here. Alright, batteries are being charged nicely there. Fuel pumps can stay off for the moment as we are still refueling. Engine 1 fire test. Engine number 2 fire test. Excellent, data is good. Go ahead and turn the cabin fans off and go ahead and connect our reconditioned air. Alright, we're departing in 20 minutes here, so just get a move on. And I think we do have the ability to use this now, so I kind of want to try it out. We'll see how it works. Alright, nav database is current. go ahead and request our flight. And just a quick little recap of this flight. We are Austrian 5533 over to London Gatwick, taking about 23,433 pounds of fuel. And our minimum takeoff fuel is 21,647. Alright. Estimated time around hour and 39 minutes. Will climb up to 34,000, taking 229 passengers today. And takeoff weight 179, 170. Cost index 32. And we have our taxi fuel, trip fuel, alternates, reserve of 45 minutes and 30 minutes of contingency fuel. And then over here, so at Innsbruck, it looks like we'll do the KPT5J departure. And then over at London Gatwick, we'll do the L610. Oh no, excuse me. Yes. You tell me. You're the one that. We'll decide later. A little bit. Tiber 2G arrival. Alright. No NOTAMs. I'm not going to go crazy on NOTAMs right now. So you have to get going. And significant weather. Nothing along our route. We got pretty much a headwind the entire route. Weather's looking pretty good. Over here, it's 110. Oh gosh, of course. 110 at 4 knots. Winds variable 060 at 150, which is explains it because we are in the middle of a valley, so winds are pretty crazy whenever we're in this kind of area. Alright. 1017 set. On the QNH, temperature outside is 18 degrees. And our destination forecast is pretty good, 040 at 3 knots, so really good weather over there. And it says around 1500. 1 second. And around 1500 Zulu to 1800 Zulu, which is approximately like right now actually. Winds will come up to 140 at 10, so should be pretty good. Alright, let's take a look at our departures. First, let's go ahead and do our McDo here. What is that music? Oh. You know, I'm live right now. And it picks all that up. Alright, temperature outside is 18. We'll go ahead and request them winds. There we go. And for our flight plan, and right now we're planning on using runway 8 for departure. So pretty much we'll be to the right, nose right, runway 8. And we'll do the KPT5J departure. Transition, none apparently. Cool. So let's take a look at it. It doesn't seem too bad. Initial departure, so minimums is 1,300 foot ceilings, which we have. Visibility is 1,500 meters, which we have. We have the required minimums. Due to high terrain in the vicinity of the airport, it is absolutely necessary to observe the required climb gradient, 10.2% or 620 feet per nautical mile until passing Innsbruck, the VOR. So we climb around 150 to 200, so we can interpolate between the both. We can assume minimum we need about 1700 foot per minute climb, right? Which our Airbus can achieve that pretty well. So we'll go ahead and say that we can achieve this this departure. We are pretty high. We're not too terribly high up in elevation, and the temperature isn't too bad, so density altitude shouldn't be an issue. Alright, so we'll do a max 154 knots and then bank of an angle at least 25 degrees after passing Innsbruck. And then after passing Innsbruck, max 250 up to 11,000.
Hi, the security and safety check are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright. Cockpit preparation checklist.
Gear pins and covers.
Removed.
Fuel quantity.
23,440 pounds.
Seatbelts.
On.
ADIRS.
Nav.
Baro ref.
1017 set.
1017 set. Cockpit preparation checklist completed.
Okay. So it's kind of, you see the departure is a little bit, it's a little bit high on the workload there, but it shouldn't be too bad. Pretty much we depart and we'll climb runway track with the maximum climb gradient. So pretty much climb as we want to get out as fast as we can, because those terrains are pretty high up. So we want to climb as fast as we can. We'll intercept the OEJ course inbound to Rum. As you can see here, we'll go to Rum, and then from there turn right. Pretty much we fly the localizer out. And then we intercept 245 bearing to Innsbruck. Heading to Innsbruck at 245, and then we'll follow the 285 radial out. Intercept the KPT radial 141. It's kind of already depicted there on the GPS. However, in case we don't have a GPS, which we should be fine, we have to know this stuff. So then MOG-T and then KPT, the radial 141. Oh, this is an NDB. It's not a it's not a VOR. Okay. Okay, and then the depicted route for the rest is Cunard, Lersu, and then from there we go to D-Nut, Lumen, Bulam, Deeply, Rapix, Sunup, Tebra, and then here we'll go to Gatwick. Are we loading passengers? Oh, we're so gonna be delayed. We're boarding passengers now. You know what? It's fine. We're gonna be delayed. It is what it is. Cool. Yeah, so we'll expect the ILS right now. Runway 8 right is in use, which is a tailwind. So let's see what the ATIS says here. Transition level 07. And then runway in use is runway 8 right. So we'll plan on using the ILS runway 8 right. It looks like transitions nicely from Timba. So we'll do ILS 08 right. And we'll do the T-Berg to arrival. Approach via will be Timba. Insert. So one thing about European approaches is that they line up pretty nicely. So for Tebra we go to Aptum. Where am I? Okay, Aptum at 14,000. Then Arnon, and then from there is a published hold. If we ever need to use it, then we got Keiki 63 at 250 knots, Lark at 250, and then Timba 070, which is not depicted here. So we go 220, and then flight level 070 at Timba. And then from there we enter the ILS. So from Timba we go to the Mayfield VOR at 4,000.
Passengers bus is coming.
Oh, thank God. And then the D273R. Okay, yeah, there it is. At 3,000, and then 273 Whiskey, and then we'll do a sharp right turn. This approach is weird. And then we'll do a sharp right turn, pretty much. Enter the localizer at FF08 right at 3,000. Follow that glide slope all the way down to our approach. There's our missed approach, 2,000 feet. Over to the IGG VOR, which is okay. Anyways, wow, that was fun. All right, so now that we got that taken care of, let's go take a look at our performance. They still haven't boarded anybody. They're just now getting on. It might be a little while. No problem. We're going to be delayed, so that's fine. 08 is the airport, the runway we want. Go ahead and sync our preliminary low sheet. Flaps optimal, force with no anti-ice off. Packs will be on. We got, I think it's a 7,000 foot runway. So it should be well long enough for us to use. 6,562. So actually no, that is not that long. Yeah.
Passengers bus is coming.
Here we go. So we're gonna have to do a flaps 3 takeoff. What about if we do flaps 2? Yep, we need flaps 3. So we'll do a flaps 3 takeoff. Toga, anti-ice will be off, packs will be off. Takeoff weight 179.2. And those are our V speeds, so 128, 33, 38, flaps 3, flex takeoff, no. Transition altitude. It usually says it on the departure. Transition altitude is 10,000. Okay. Cool. And then that's pretty good for right now. Let's take a look at our preliminary landing. And we'll go ahead and brief things up. A right. We'll just say everything is perfect over there. And landing. We have a landing weight of 167.8. We'll do max reversers, and we have about 10,364 feet. We'll go ahead and use low water brakes because we are planning on departing afterwards, so it might be better to save the brakes. Excellent. So with that being said, let's see if we can get our clearance. How do I use the CPDLC here?
level 100. Numerous cranes in operation around Innsbruck. Advise on initial contact you have information, Bravo. Innsbruck Airport information, Bravo, 1608 Zulu. Wind 090 at 6. Visibility 10 miles or more. Few clouds at 5000. Temperature 18. Dew point 09. QNH 1017. Landing and departing runway 08. Transition level 100. Numerous cranes in operation around Innsbruck.
I want to try to get it through here. How do I? Hold on. Maybe you had to do it through the McDo here. So let's go ATC communication.
Hi guys, here's the load sheet for you.
Okay, thanks.
No problem. Have a safe flight.
Let's go ahead and do aircraft request, pre-departure clearance. Oh, here we go. Information Bravo is current. We are at ramp number 8. Station set. What is station? Let me Google this real quick. While we still have to wait for everyone to get on board, so. Okay, maybe that's just... Okay, so it looks like maybe it's just the airport identifier here. And we'll go ahead and say something nice to them. Alright, let's see if this works. I don't think it worked. Dang it. I have to set this up a little bit better. I don't know. I don't think I got it right. Let's try one more time. Want to restart system now? No, I don't.
Passengers bus is coming.
I see. I had to load it up with this already set up to be on ATC. But let's see, maybe I don't have to restart? I don't want to restart. We're going to go ahead and just cancel. We'll try it out next time. But we'll go ahead and
Austrian
just do it
5533 ready to copy IFR clearance to Gatwick Airport.
Austrian 5533, Innsbruck Tower, expect runway 08, Kempton 5 Juliet departure, initial climb to 8,000 feet, squawk for 555.
Kempton 5 Juliet departure, squawk for 555, Austrian 5533.
Austrian 5533, read that correct. Call
Call me back when ready for pushback or engine start.
Wilco, Austrian 5533.
All right, are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
All right. So, for our air departure briefing, we don't have a really crazy taxi. We'll go ahead and taxi runway 8 via Alpha. 6,562 feet of runway available for us. And conditions are currently good. Ceiling and visibility are in our favor today, and should be able to make a nice departure out of here. Big concern for the flight today is our terrain, so we will be complying with all the requirements of the Captain 5J departure. Pretty much will fly straight out. We have to climb out as fast as we can, so we will pitch up and climb out at our V2 speed of 138, or roughly around there. And then we'll turn right to Innsbruck and then follow the depicted route out of here. So we want to actually do a max of 154 knots on our turn. So there we go. Max 154 knots and bank of at least 25 degrees. So we need to keep that in mind as we do our departure out here. V1 speed is 128, VR 133, V2 138, flaps 3, and then we'll do a toga takeoff, no packs for our departure today. This will be a left-hand seat takeoff for any failure prior to V1. I'll call either stop or go, and if the decision is stop, I'll go ahead and do the aborted takeoff procedure, thrust levers idle, wheel brakes maximum until we stop safely, and then thrust reversers maximum to maintain directional control. Alright. Other than that, terrain, like I said, is a big issue, so we'll just make sure we keep our terrain on the ND there and comply with all of our ATZ instructions. And thankfully we have good visual conditions out, so we can visually stay clear of the mountains. Let's see. I think that covers everything for our departure brief. Do you have any questions? Any questions?
No questions.
Okay, great. How we're doing on boarding? We're 3 minutes delayed already. We got 188. We can go ahead and start the APU. Too bad they're not staying in their seat there, but that's fine. Alright, and then there's one more thing I needed to do, so we'll do max 154. I'm not going to bug it here, because then I don't want to actually, yeah, they just finished boarding, so let's go here, climb, For now, we'll do 154 and then do managed afterwards. Alright. They are done boarding, so let's go ahead and get out of here before we are more delayed.
Hey guys, all packs are on board. Are we clear to close?
Clear to close.
Thanks. Let me know if you need anything.
Alright. Alright.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
And ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, we'd like to welcome you on board Austrian Airlines Flight 5533 over to London Gatwick. We apologize for the slight delay getting out here. We're just finalizing our clearance to get out, and we'll be pushing back here very shortly. About an hour and 39 minutes of flight over to London, and we should be on the ground there about 7:35. Climb up to about 34,000 feet, and we'll have the winds coming out from the northwest. Thank you for flying with us today. We do ask that you help prepare the cabin for departure by finding your seats and fastening your seatbelts. During the cruise, we'll turn off the seatbelt signs once we're at a safe altitude, and we ask that when the seatbelt signs are off, that you do keep your seatbelts on while you're seated in your seats. Again, we thank you for choosing with us, flying with us, and flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for departure. Arm doors cross deck, standby for all call. Before start checklist.
Parking brake.
On. Set and checked.
Takeoff speeds and thrust.
V1 128, VR 133, V2 138, flaps 3, toga. Set and checked.
V1 128, VR 133, V2 138. Windows.
Closed.
Beacon.
Release parking brakes.
On.
Before start checklist completed.
Alright, go ahead and request our pushback, please.
Austrian 5533 at ramp 8, request pushback and engine start.
Austrian 5533, Innsbruck Tower, pushback approved. Face west.
Pushback approved, face west, Austrian 5533.
All aircraft be advised information Charlie now current. QNH 1017.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Okay. Doors are armed. Hydraulics are in the green. Starting engine 2.
Okay.
Flughafen Innsbruck.
Please set parking brakes.
Can't see you with my massive chest.
Unlocking gear.
Starting engine 1.
Okay.
truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
I really hope that the arrival airport loads in.
Left is
We
clear.
don't want a repeat of what happened in San Diego. I'm having faith in it. If it works, then it's an excellent thing. That means we can start finally using this simulator more often. 2 good engine starts. Alright, she's got the pin, waving goodbye. We'll see you later. After start checklist.
Anti-ice.
Off.
ECAM status.
Checked. Normal.
Pitch trim.
Set and checked.
Rudder trim.
Neutral.
After start checklist completed.
Flight controls checked.
Ready. Full up. Full down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral.
Alright. Clear left side.
Clear right side.
Alright. Brake check.
Pressure 0.
Alright. Go ahead and request taxi, please.
Austrian 5533, request taxi to the active.
Austrian 5533, runway 08, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 08, taxi via Alpha, Austrian 5533.
Alright, Via Alpha is just up ahead. And a very short taxi. So we'll go ahead and actually call them. Cabin crew cease for takeoff, please. Taxi checklist.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Checked. Flap setting.
Config 3.
Config free. Radar and predictive windshield system.
On and auto.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
ECAM memo.
Takeoff, no blue.
Taxi checklist completed.
Go ahead.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Okay, thanks. This will be an interesting departure. Alright, remember, max 154 knots at minimum 225 degrees of bank, which is identified by kind of a little bit before that third dot on the PFD. So, and then max climb out. So we'll probably just do a max climb out at 154. It's going to be a powerful takeoff. outside of Innsbruck, Austria. It's very close to it, yes. Alright, I do ask for silence while I concentrate. You see all that red right there? Definitely don't want to run into that. Alright, runway entry procedure.
Takeoff runway confirmed. Approach path clear of traffic.
Alright, checked. Lineup checklist.
Takeoff runway.
Runway 08 confirmed.
Runway 08 confirmed. TCAS,
TARA,
PAX 1 and 2.
off.
Lineup checklist completed.
Alright.
Austrian 5533, ready to go. Runway 08.
Austrian 5533 Innsbruck Tower, wind 090 at 6, runway 08, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 08, cleared for takeoff. Austrian 5533.
Alright, clear for takeoff. Ready?
Ready.
Alright. I was talking to my first officer. But if you're ready too, then that's good too. Okay.
Approaching 08. On runway 300 meters remaining.
Alright, let's try to lower that. We'll keep the speed up here. We'll turn around. We'll give it full power. It does look a lot like Switzerland, yes. I mean, we're very close to it, yes. Look at that house, though. Just in the middle of an airport. Alright, take off. Take off. Okay, maybe he's not ready yet. Ready?
Approaching 08.
Take off. Okay, I'll do it myself. Alright, we'll hold the brakes, 50%. Engine stable. Mantoga SRS, auto throttle blue.
Approaching 08.
Take off.
Check.
On runway 08.
Thrust set 100 knots. V1. Rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Austrian 5533, contact Innsbruck departure 128.975.
Contact Innsbruck departure 128.975, Austrian 5533. 100 feet.
Austrian 5533, Innsbruck departure. Good afternoon.
Heads on.
Climb to flight level 170.
Speed checked.
Climb to
Flex
flight
2.
level 170, Austrian 5533.
Channel 9 Papa Charlie. Contact
said London
Flaps 1.
earlier. London.
Griffin 5 for Zulu, contact Innsbruck Tower 120.1. Over to Tower 120.1, Griffin 5 for Zulu.
Beautiful sunset. Just climb over the Swiss Alps.
Standard, cross-check, passing flight level 102. Now. Speed checked. Flap 0.
Huh? No, we're climbing up to 34,000 feet. See, we're climbing right now. This is my direction. This is like my compass. This is like the GPS, and then this is my altitude right here. See, we're going up to 34,000. Right now, we're passing through 12,000 feet. About that departure. Looked cool, right? Yeah, the mountains are pretty nice. Yeah, I mean we're very, very close to Switzerland. No, we're not gonna do that. Thanks, Switzerland. Switzerland's like over here. Huh. On my legs? Yeah, I got legs. I think that's it, mi amor. Thanks for tuning in. Autopilot 1 on. Birthday party. I was not tracking a birthday party. I was not told about a birthday party.
Austrian 5533, contact me in the center 124.4.
A Probably
Center
not.
on 124.4,
Pretty tired
Austrian
from the week.
5533.
Kind of just want to chill out today.
Vienna Center, Austrian 5533, leaving flight level 144 for flight
Whose
level
birthday party
170.
was
Austrian 5533, Vienna Center, identified, climb to flight level 340.
Climb to flight level 340, Austrian 5533.
340, set thrust climb will be climb now. Oh, I'm not in that group to be honest. Yana should know about it. Is it the quinceañera for Ozzy's daughter? I think that was in August, wasn't it? Alright, we are going through visible moisture and our total air temperature is below 10. So let's go ahead and get some anti-ice going. Oh, okay. Dang. I totally forgot about that. I'll see. I'll see if we go.
KLM 33 Tango, contact Munich radar 120.65.
Central 120.65, KLM 33 Tango.
Austrian 5533, contact Munich radar 120.65.
Contact Munich radar 120.65, Austrian 5533. Munich radar, Austrian 5533, leaving flight level 209er for flight level 340.
Austrian 5533, Munich radar identified.
Our top of descent will be at 1755. It looks good. 106, so at 155 we'll start our top of descent. Alright.
Austrian 5533. Contact Langen Radar 127.6.
Center on 127.6, Austrian 5533. Langen Radar, Austrian 5533, through flight level 310 for flight level 340.
Austrian 5533, Langen Radar, radar contact. City 22 Zulu, Langen Radar, expect Pisa Tree Alpha, runway 36 right. Expect Pisa Tree Alpha, runway 36 right, City 22 Zulu. Lange Radar, KLM 33 Tango, flight level 400. KLM 33 Tango, Langen Radar, identified.
$1,000 to go.
City 22 Zulu, Pisa 3 Alpha, runway 36 right. Report ready for descent. Pisa 3 Alpha, runway 36 right, ready for descent, City 22 Zulu. City 22 Zulu, descend to 7,000 feet, QNH 1020. Descend to 7,000 feet, City 22 Zulu.
Langen radar, Mint Airways, Romeo Oscar, good afternoon, flight level 396.
Mint Airways, Romeo Oscar, Langen radar, radar contact. Chanex 1, Echo Hotel, contact Langen radar, 118.75, bye-bye.
Central 118.75, Chanex 1 Echo Hotel, have a good afternoon.
City 22 Zulu. Contact Brussels Control 125.0. Contact Brussels Control 125.0, City 22 Zulu.
London radar, Tomjet 9 Kilo Yankee, flight level 360.
Tomjet 9 Kilo Yankee, Langen radar, identified.
Austrian 5533. Contact Brussels Control 125.0. Have a good afternoon. Center on 125.0. Austrian 5533. Bye-bye. Brussels Control, Austrian 5533. Good afternoon. Flight level 340.
Austrian 5533, Brussels Control, identified. Easy 26 Yankee Romeo, Conan 2 Golf, runway 08 right. Report ready for descent.
Conan 2 Golf, runway 08 right. Ready for descent. Easy 26 Yankee Romeo.
Easy 26 Yankee Romeo, descent to 4,000 feet, QNH 1020.
Descend to 4,000 feet. Easy 26 Yankee Romeo.
With Malta 8 Sierra Delta, Brussels Control, expect Conan 2 Golf, runway 08 right.
Expect Conan 2 Golf, runway 08 right, with Malta 8 Sierra Delta.
With Malta 8 Sierra Delta, descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1020.
Descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1020, with Malta 8 Sierra Delta.
With Malta 8 Sierra Delta, contact Paris Control 126.475.
Contact Paris Control 126.475 with Malta 8 Sierra Delta. Have a good afternoon.
Buses Control, Air India 149 JB, Nai K1 360.
Air India 149 Heavy, Brussels Control, identified.
Brussels Control, KLM 33 Tango, good afternoon. Descending via Pevotry Alpha, flight level 144.
KLM 33 Tango, Brussels Control, identified.
Yankee Romeo. Contact London Control 118.475. Bye-bye.
Contact London Control 118.475. Easy 26 Yankee Romeo. Have a good afternoon.
KLM33 Tango. Contact ATC operational information approach 131.355.
Contact ATC operational information approach 131.355. KLM33 Tango.
Austrian 5533, Brussels Control. Expect Tebber 2 Golf, runway 08 right. Austrian 5533, Brussels Control. Expect Tebber 2 Golf, runway 08 right. Austrian 5533, Brussels Control. Austrian 5533, Tebber 2 Golf, runway 08 right. Report ready for descent.
Tebber 2 Golf, runway 08 right. Call when ready. Austrian 5533.
Austrian 5533, descend to flight level 140.
Descend to flight level 140, Austrian 5533.
Control, Mid Airways Romeo Oscar. Good evening. Flight level 360.
Mint Airways Romeo Oscar, Brussels Control, identified.
We have begun our final descent into London Gatwick. And now we have everything set up into the computer here. 396 is our minimums, and we missed a couple of the instructions given to us by ATC, but that is okay. Nice sunset coming up. Passing over the English Channel at the moment, at least part of it. I believe the English Channel is just over there to the left. There's France. Landing. So we will have about 11.9 to 156.4. So we round that up to 12. See, where are we coming into in Gatwick? suppose we're just gonna have to pick one that's like Wizz Air or something like that, or they come into the south terminal. So looks like maybe the south terminal might be more international flights. So maybe like parking gate number 19 or something like that.
Austrian 5533, contact landing control 118.475.
Center on 118.475, Austrian 5533. London Control, Austrian 5533, descending via Tebber 2 Golf, flight level 201.
Austrian 5533, London control identified.
This, we will be doing the return leg back to Innsbruck. Get some night flying in as well. Get to see the night lighting. I had to go to the shop and buy a flight ticket. There's London, or United Kingdom I should say. Looks really good from up here. Alright, this is the moment of truth to see if the plane or the airport actually loads in. If it loads in, then this will be the last flight.
Descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1020, Austrian 5533.
That it will load in.
London Control, Chanex 1 Echo Hotel, flight level 359er.
so they want us down to 4,000 feet now. I might just lower. Actually, no, we'll just go down to 4,000. That's where they want us at, so. Please prepare the cabin for overhead.
Austrian 5533, contact Gatwick Director 126.825.
Contact Gatwick Director 126.825, Austrian 5533. Gatwick Director, Austrian 5533, flight level 097 with information Golf. Austrian 5533, Gatwick Director, QNH 1020, expect the ILS runway 08 right with the timber transition. QNH 1020, expect the ILS runway 08 right with the timber transition, Austrian 5533.
Nice. Thank you.
Ryanair 272 Mike, cleared direct timber. Cross timber at or above 4,000 feet. Cleared ILS runway 08 right.
Cleared direct timber, cross timber at or above 4,000 feet. Cleared ILS runway 08 right, Ryanair 272 Mike.
Gatwick Director, Alpine 57 X-Ray Charlie.
Alpine 57 X-Ray Charlie Gatwick Director. Good afternoon, QNH 1020, expect the ILS runway 08 right with the timber transition.
QNH 1020, expect the ILS runway 08 right with the timber transition, Alpine 57 X-Ray Charlie.
Gatwick Director, Welling 17 Victor Kilo, good afternoon, flight level 220 with the numbers.
Ruling 17 Victor Kilo Gatwick Director, QNH 1020, expect the ILS runway 08 right with the timber transition.
QNH 1020, expect the ILS runway 08 right with the timber transition, Welling 17 Victor Kilo.
Ruling 17 Victor Kilo, cleared direct timber, cross timber at or above 4,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 08 right.
Cleared direct timber, cross timber at or above 4,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 08 right, Welling 17 Victor Kilo.
Easy 98 Kilo Mike, contact Gatwick Tower 12 for decimal 23.
Over to Tower 12 for decimal 23, easy 98 Kilo Mike.
Gatwick Director, Easy 57 Romeo Alpha, flight level 080 with the numbers.
Easy 57 Romeo Alpha Gatwick Director, QNH 1020, expect the ILS runway 08 right with the timber transition.
QNH 1020, expect the ILS runway 08, right with the timber transition, Easy 57 Romeo Alpha.
Easy Easy 57 Romeo Alpha, cleared direct timber. Cross timber at or above 4,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 08 right.
Cleared direct timber, cross timber at or above 4,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 08 right, easy 57, Romeo Alpha.
Descended very quickly. I don't know why they wanted us at 4,000 so early, but I guess we could have just kept the green dot in, but whatever. Hopefully it'll help us burn a little bit more fuel so we can reduce some weight. Look at the windmills over there. How cool. They're actually moving too.
Gatwick Director, Griffin 4 Bravo Kilo, flight level 098, we have Golf.
Griffin 4 Bravo Kilo, Gatwick Director, QNH 1020, expect the ILS runway 08 right with the timber transition.
QNH 1020, expect the ILS runway 08 right with the timber transition, Griffin 4 Bravo Kilo.
Griffin 4 Bravo Kilo, cleared direct timber, cross timber at or above 4,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 08 right.
Cleared direct timber, cross timber at or above 4,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 08 right, Griffin 4 Bravo Kilo.
Plane above us, descending down.
Alpine 57 X-ray Charlie, contact Gatwick Tower 12 for decimal 23.
Contact Tower 12 for decimal 23, Alpine 57 X-ray Charlie.
Austrian 5533, cleared direct timber, cross timber at or above 4,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 08 right.
There's the plane.
Cleared direct timber, cross timber at or above 4,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 08 right, Austrian 5533.
Gatwick Director. Good afternoon, QNH 1020. Expect the ILS runway 08 right with the timber transition.
Alright, the airport should be just to our nose right there.
Expect the ILS runway 08 right with the timber transition. Iber Express 3718.
Looks like it loaded in, right?
Iber Express 3718, 90 miles from Kev 08R.
Kind of a little foggy with the sun there.
Maintain 3,000 feet until established on the final approach course. Cleared ILS runway 08 right. Turn left, heading 005. 3,000
it
feet
seems like
until
it
established.
looks good to me. It doesn't seem like it's having any issues with the textures or anything like that.
All aircraft be advised, information hotel now current, QNH 1021.
We'll see if it gets better when we get closer. Now it is. I think I see the airport loaded in. Should be alright. Should be is the keyword. And we're clear for the ILS approach, so we'll go ahead and continue our descent down to 3,000. And we'll keep that 4-speed going right now. Kind of cruise seats for landing.
Ryanair 272 Mike, contact Gatwick Tower 12 for decimal 23.
Over to Tower 124.23, Ryanair 272 Mike.
Approach checklist.
Barlow ref 1000 to go.
1020 set. Set and checked. Set.
1020 set. Seatbelts.
On.
Minimum.
396. Set and checked. Set and checked.
Auto brake.
Set and checked.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Approach checklist complete.
93 miles from CEF 08R. Turn left, heading 005. Maintain 3,000 feet until established on the final approach course. Cleared ILS runway 08 right.
Turn left, heading 005, 3,000 feet until established. Cleared ILS runway 08 right, Vueling 7292.
Gatwick Director, Ryanair 99 Hotel Mike. Good afternoon. Flight level 208 with the numbers. Ryanair 99 Hotel Mike Gatwick Director, QNH 1021. Expect the ILS runway 08, right with the Willer transition. QNH 1021, expect the ILS runway 08, right with the Willow transition. Ryanair 99 Hotel Mike.
approaches along.
Gatwick Director, ruling 87, Juliet Charlie, flight level 220, we have hotel.
Fueling 87, Juliet Charlie, Gatwick Director, QNH 1021, expect the ILS runway 08 right with the timber transition.
QNH 102, expect the ILS runway 08 right with the timber transition, ruling 87, Juliet Charlie.
Easy 57 Romeo Alpha, contact Gatwick Tower 12 for decimal 23. Have a good afternoon.
Over to Tower 12 for decimal 23, Easy 57, Romeo Alpha, bye-bye.
Ruling 87 Juliet Charlie, 88 miles from CF08R, turn left heading 005, maintain 3,000 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 08 right.
Turn left, heading 005, 3,000 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 08 right, ruling 87 Juliet Charlie.
Busy day, huh?
Austrian 5533, Gatwick Director, currently 3-1 aircraft parked. Please advise if you need further information.
Negative, we're good. Alright, here we go.
Austrian 5533, landing clearance is not available. Please contact Tower for further instructions.
Gatwick Director, Alpine 8378, flight level 093 with the numbers.
Flaps 1.
Alpine
Speed check.
8378, Gatwick Director.
Flaps 1.
QNH 1021, expect the ILS runway 08 right with the timber transition.
Alright, here we go. Down.
QNH 1021, expect the ILS runway 08 right with the timber transition.
Localizers
Alpine
coming live.
8378.
On the localizer. Lock blue, lock star. And we'll arm the approach. Glide slope blue. Flaps 2.
Speed checked. Flaps 2.
I see our runway this time. Glide slope's live.
Alpine
Flaps 3.
8378, cleared
Speed
direct
check.
timber, cross timber at or
Flaps
above
3.
4,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 08 right.
Glide slope star.
Cleared direct timber, cross timber at or above 4,000 feet. Cleared ILS runway 08 right, Alpine 8378.
5533. Contact Gatwick Tower 124.23.
Over to Tower 124.23, Austrian 5533. Bye-bye.
Close up capture.
Gatwick Tower, Austrian
Radar altimeter
5533,
alive.
ILS runway 08 right.
Austrian 5533 Gatwick Tower, continue.
Roger, Austrian 5533.
Gear down.
Gear down.
Flaps full.
Speed checked. Flaps full.
Easy 57 Romeo Alpha, exit left at Charlie Romeo.
Exit left at Charlie Romeo, easy 57 Romeo Alpha.
Landing checklist.
ECAM memo.
Landing no blue. Set.
Gatwick Tower, Griffin 4 Bravo.
Landing
Kilo,
checklist completed.
ILS runway 08 right. Austrian 5533, wind 135 at 6, runway 08 right, cleared to land.
Runway 08
1000.
right, cleared to land, Austrian 5533.
1000. Griffin 4 Bravo Kilo, Gatwick Tower, continue. Roger, Griffin 4 Bravo Kilo.
The right crosswind, winds 135, so we'll have a little bit of a right crosswind landing. I have control.
You have control.
Approaching 08 right.
Okay. I'll call my autopilot, but it doesn't work.
300. Above.
Checked.
Minimum.
Continue.
Flight slow. Flight slow. 50. 40.
Oh my god, that lag is killing me right now.
Retard.
We'll continue because that lag just screwed me over.
Spoilers, reverse green, decel.
Terrible center line.
$70 knots.
Austrian 5533, exit left at Alpha.
Exit left at Alpha, Austrian 5533.
Keep it rolling. This is Bravo Romeo, and then Alpha is the next one. That lag got me really bad at the end there.
Austrian 5533,
Oh, yeah,
contact ground 121.805.
Ground 121.805, Austrian 5533. Austrian 5533, request taxi to company gate.
Austrian 5533, gate 25, taxi via Alpha, Alpha November, Papa Juliet, Kilo November.
Gate 25 via Alpha, Alpha November, Papa, Juliet, Kilo, November, Austrian 5533.
Alright, let's go left here. I'm glad that the airport loaded in. Not too happy about the performance at the end there, but I think I might have to do what I did before, where I turn off the traffic at during the landing. After landing checklist.
Radar and predictive wind shear system.
Off.
After landing checklist completed.
However, we might not have that problem
Griffin 4 Bravo Kilo, gate 35 left,
when we
taxi
go
at
to
pilot's
Innsbruck, because
discretion.
there's not that many traffic over there.
Gate 35
There's
left,
just a lot
taxi
of
at my discretion, Griffin
airplanes
4
here,
Bravo
so.
Kilo.
About 5 minutes delayed. Jeez, dude, that lag spike is wild. Maybe I should turn down the settings. Landing light, taxi light off. There we go. All the lights off, please. I'll just do it myself.
Griffin 4 Bravo Kilo, cross runway 08 left at Charlie. Continue taxi via Juliet Papa Lima. Cross runway 08 left at Charlie. Continue taxi via Juliet Papa Lima Griffin 4 Bravo Kilo.
Alright. Brace can be set. Alright, let's get ready for the next flight. And we'll just leave everything as it is right now. Alright. And ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you to London Gatwick. Current time is 7:43. Apologize for the short delay getting you here. We hope to see you again soon. Flight attendant's cabin is secure. You are free to commence deboarding. Where's that jetway? There it is. Oh man, it is laggy, y'all. Alright. Short break, and then let's go ahead and review the flight. Get ready for the next one. Excuse me. I feel like it's gonna register a hard landing. I didn't see the flight report yet. 95. Alright. Landing was about flaps up in the climb. What? That's strange. Landing rate was 179. It actually wasn't too bad. However, yeah, the landing wasn't too bad. It was just the center line was absolutely atrocious. But we made it just fine. Alright. And then we failed for having our flaps up and our landing light off for 10,000. Interesting. Okay. Cool. And let's go ahead and get another flight back to Innsbruck. This one should be even shorter because it's a tailwind this time. Hopefully this doesn't crash out my simulator here. We have to set everything up again? Yes, we are. We'll just do the turnaround phase here. Let me turn down some of the settings too, because it is really, really laggy right now. bit. Alright. Next flight over back to Innsbruck. Another about an hour 50 minutes.
Beyond ATC connected.
Okay, while that loads in, let's go ahead and get everything else sorted out. If it lets me. Why is the McDo not working? I think it's bugged out. Let me turn it off. Turn off the external power. Oh, great. Let me try doing this. Dude, what the heck? Oh, none of the screens are working either. Oh yeah, that's a problem. Let me see here. Could this be a WASM failure? What time is it? 3 o'clock? Yeah. This might be a WASM failure. Anyways, let's just call it, because this is not working. We can try to do the flight tomorrow. I don't really feel like shutting it down and coming back on. Resetting everything, that would be really annoying. So we're just going to go ahead and shut it down and call it a day here. Thanks for flying with us, and see you later.